Hi friends, welcome to this channel. My name is Srujan and I'm a mechanical engineer by profession and a mechatronics enthusiast. This is a new video series I'm starting on YouTube. This is on Arduino modules. Every week I'll be making 2 videos on different modules, and in this video I'll be talking about HC-SR04, that's an ultrasonic sensor. So how this can be used with the Arduino, its application, what is the basic working of this ultrasonic sensor, like what is ultrasound, and also I'll be explaining about the code, and the most important, the hardware specification and what are the weakness of this sensor. Watch the entire video to understand all about the ultrasonic sensor. So let's get started. So what is an ultrasonic sensor? Ultrasonic sensor is nothing but a distance measuring sensor which measures the distance based on the sound wave.
So coming into another theory of ultrasound. So what is an ultrasound? Ultrasound is a high-pitched wave with a frequency higher than the audible range of a human hearing. Okay, so human ears can hear sound wave that vibrate in the range of 20 times a second, about to 20,000 times a second. However, the ultrasound has a frequency over 20,000 Hz and it is therefore inaudible to humans.
So now coming into the hardware specifications of HC-SR04. HC-SR04 consists of two ultrasonic transducers. One acts as a transmitter, the other acts as a receiver. The transmitter, which converts the electrical signals into 40 kHz of ultrasonic sound pulses, and the other which receives and listens for the transmitted pulses to be received back. So this operates at 5 volts and the current it consumes is max 50 milliamps. The maximum range of this sensor, the distance which it can measure, is 4 meters and a minimum range of 2 centimeters. The ranging accuracy of this is 3 mm and the measuring angle is 30 degrees. It operates best at 30 degree angle. In short, coming to the pin outs, this is VCC, that is you will be supplying 5 volts to it, and this is the trigger pin which you will be setting the trigger pin to high for 10 microseconds for the signal to be transmitted. This is the echo pin and ground. There are only 4 pins for this sensor.
Coming into the working of the ultrasonic sensor, basically you send a high level signal to the trigger pin for approximately 10 microseconds, and the module automatically sends the 8 pulse at 40 kHz, and this 8 pulse signal pattern makes the device unique, allowing the receiver to identify or differentiate a pattern from other surrounding sounds. The 8 sound pulses travel through air from the transmitter. With this in action, the echo pin goes high and start waiting for the echo back signal to be received, and the time is started. If those pulses are reflected back when the echo pin receives it, the echo pin goes low. That is when the obstacle is detected. Depending upon the time it took for the signal to be received, the width of the received pulses is then used to calculate the distances of the object from where the sound was generated. The distance can be calculated using a very simple formula, distance, speed and time formula. That is, distance is equal to speed into time. So now coming into the case where the object is not in front of the sensor and we don't have any sound pulses being reflected back. In this case, what happens? If the pulses are not reflected back, then the echo signal will time out after 38 milliseconds and return to low. That means there is no obstacle detected. So now let's consider an example wherein I've placed the obstacle in front of the sensor at 13.5 or 13.6 centimeters approximately. So I've already told you that we need to set the trigger pin high for 10 milliseconds and set it low, and that is when you start generating the sensor starts generating the 8 cycle sonic burst at 40 kilohertz. When this sonic burst, the sonic wave goes and hits the obstacles and reflect back, that is when the echo pin sets low. So once the sonic burst is completed, the echo pin is set high and it starts counting the time. Once it receives back the signal, that is when the the echo pin is set low, and the duration is considered. So in our case the duration was 400 microseconds. So we know the formula that distance is equal to speed into time. So time is equal to 400 milliseconds, speed of sound is 340 meter per second, and I'm just converting that to centimeter microseconds to keep all the units same. Calculating this, putting these two values into this formula, we get distance is equal to 13.6 centimeters. So this is how the theoretically the values, the distance is calculated.
So let's get started with the connection. So what are the components which are required for this demo? So here we have HC-SR04, that's an ultrasonic sensor, as I told you before, and there are different kind of modules also we get, like HC-SR05 also, and you can use that also with the Arduino board. So presently I'm using HC-SR04. Here we have a USB A to USB B connector, which is used for data transfer to the Arduino UNO board. So here we have Arduino UNO board which uses Atmega 328P, as you can see. Yeah, so this is the controller which is using the microcontroller, and then we need a breadboard also. Like you can do without breadboard also with the jumper, directly connecting the jumper cables to the Arduino, but I'll be using a breadboard here which is of 17 centimeter by 6 centimeters. And the last thing is you need 4 jumper cables. Okay, so let's get started with the connection. So I'm taking the ultrasonic sensor and placing it on the breadboard, and now I'll be keeping this to the side, and now let me connect the VCC of this pin. So you can see the VCC over here. Let me just show you guys. Yeah, VCC. I'm connecting the VCC pin to the 5 volts on the I've connected the VCC to the 5 volts, and next I'll be connecting the ground. So the last pin is the ground. I am connecting the ground. Yeah, so I'm connecting the ground to the ground on the Arduino board. Okay, so now let me connect the echo pin to the pin number 2 on the Arduino board. Okay, so next I'll be connecting the trigger to pin number 3. Okay, so let's get into the coding.
So now let's start understanding the code. So this is a very simple code and easy to understand, and this code is usually used by many of the hobbyists, and this is a very commonly used code. So understanding the code, initially I'm defining the echo pin of the sensor to the pin number 2 on the Arduino, and defining the trigger pin to pin number 3 on the Arduino. Next I'll be defining the variables which I'll be using in the code. I'm using duration and I'm setting it to long variable, and distance into int. Okay, and then coming into setup, I'm setting the trigger pin mode to mode as output, and echo pin mode as input. And then to communicate with the serial monitor from the Arduino, I'm using a serial communication baud rate of 9600. And then I'm printing initially of the start of the program. I'm printing ultrasonic test and HC-SR04 on the serial monitor. You can print anything you want. In the loop, first you have to make sure that the trigger pin is cleared. So that is why I am setting the trigger pin to low for 2 microseconds, and then I'm writing the trigger pin to high for 10 microseconds and setting it back to low. So this is when a 8 cycle sonic burst happens. So the next thing I have to do is calculating the duration. I'm using the pulse in function here and setting the echo pin to high. When I set the echo pin to high, the timing starts. The timing starts and it waits for the echo pin to go low. So when does the echo pin go low is when the sound wave sent is received back after bouncing from the reflected surface, that is if there is any obstacle. So that is when the duration is considered. So how do we calculate the distance? So we have a very simple formula that distance is equal to duration, that is a time, into speed. So here I am dividing this complete thing by 2 because here the duration is calculated for the sound wave going and coming back. So that is why I'm dividing by 2 to calculate only the distance, that is one side. So next thing what I'll be doing is printing the distance using this distance variable on the serial monitor. So coming to the practical part of it, let me just show you a demo. Before that, I need to upload this code to the microcontroller. You just click on upload. Yeah, so it is done uploading. So let me just restart by clicking the button on the Arduino board. Yeah, so it is restarted, going into the serial monitor. Okay, so the program is started.
Yeah, so now I've kept an obstacle at 8 centimeters. Okay, so now on the screen you can see approximately 8 centimeters. Yeah, so now it is showing 8 centimeters. Let me just move it to this 7 centimeters. Yeah, going into 7 centimeter, here it is showing on the screen 7 centimeters. Put it to the 6 centimeters, showing me 6 centimeter, moving it to the 5 centimeters.
So showing you the practically how the signals are generated, how the trigger pin is set to high and the echo pin is set high and low. So here you can see this is an oscilloscope, USB oscilloscope display I am using. So as I've already told you that for 10 microseconds I have to set the trigger pin high. So measuring this signal from here to here, you can see it is approximately 12.2 microseconds. That's approximately, or I can say nearly 10 microseconds. So you are setting the pin high, the trigger pin high at this point. Then you can see later on here that the echo pin is set high and the trigger pin is set low. Okay, so let me measure the echo pin setting high till the echo pin setting low. So here you can see it is 848 microseconds. So as I already told you how you can calculate the distance. So let me consider 848 into, that is a microseconds duration, into 0.034. okay, and you get 28.84 divided by 2. I've already told you why you have to do that. You get 14.416. so that is the centimeter distance. So I've already told you that the object is placed at 14 centimeters, so this is giving me approximately 14.4 centimeters. So this is how the signals are generated.
So now coming into what are the weakness of this sensor. So there are few weaknesses which I'll be telling you, but so what are the weakness of this sensor? The first weakness is this sensor has a limitation of distance. So it cannot measure the distance of an object beyond its range, that is of 4 meter to 2 centimeters. When you are doing this test in an enclosed space, there might be possibility of echoes which affects the distance being measured. So when you are using multiple sensors, there might be a problem of sound interference and you might be encountering or recording the wrong distance values.
So coming into the fourth weakness of the sensor is from the diagram you can see that there are two objects placed at different distances. Now I'll be sending the first set of sound wave. The object 1 will be the first one to reflect that sound wave, and then the object 2. Initially, when the object 1 reflects and it is received by the sensor, and it again generates a second set of sound wave. And once the second set of sound wave is generated, and then the object 2 reflects the first set of sound wave back, and that is when the sensor misinterprets that the second sound wave which was generated and hits the object, that object is very close to the sensor. So this is one drawback what happens if the objects are placed at different distances.
Thank you for watching this video, and I'll be making 2 videos every week on Arduino modules. So subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever the video is published. And also, if you want me to make any video on any of the Arduino modules, mention in the comment section below. And if this video was helpful to you, please share with your friends, let them know about it and help them too. Thank you for watching this video and for all your support, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.